back to another Coaster Cheetah video, and in this video I'm going to be doing a park review of Busch Gardens Williamsburg, located in Williamsburg, Virginia. And this park is really nice. It's a Busch Gardens park, so there's actually pretty good theming, and it is actually voted the most beautiful park in North America, and it is probably the most beautiful park that I've been to in terms of like the scenery and stuff. So I guess I would agree with that. And it's just a really nice park with a very good, solid collection of rides. And yeah, so let's get into the review. I'm just going to be talking about the rides, the coasters, the scenery, everything about it. So Busch Gardens Williamsburg has a boat ride that takes you through the lake river area that goes around the park. And it's pretty cool, great scenery. You get a lot of great views of the rides and stuff, which is how I actually got a good amount of my off-ride footage. And yeah, it's just a really charming park, and it kind of feels like you're like actually in Europe, so you're like gated off from the real world, and you're just in this area, and it's really cool. And so we're going to talk about the coasters now, because the coasters are really good, but they don't really have any standout attractions besides Pantheon. But Pantheon is actually really good. It's currently in my top 10 favorite roller coasters that I've ridden, so it's really good. But of course I have to talk about the theming, and the theming is that there is absolutely none. So I am really disappointed about that, but it's okay. I will be going further into that in my Pantheon review. But so the rides are really good. Alpengeist, in my opinion, is an underrated invert. I mean, Griffin is a B&M dive, I guess, so GP Magnet. Verbolten really surprised me. I was not expecting it to be that good, so that is really shocking. Even though it's a family ride, it's really good. And yeah, it does have a solid collection of rides. Tempesto is good, even though it's a clone. And their flat rides are pretty good too. I love Finnegan's Flyer, and their drop tower is, I mean, it's nowhere close to as good as Falcon's Fury is, but it's still pretty good. And yeah, so their ride collection is really nice. And now I'm going to talk about the scenery, because the scenery is awesome. There's a lot of like little waterfall creek areas. The buildings are all themed to whatever country it is. It's all nice. All the buildings are nice. They even have some animal encounter things where there's like horses and wolves and I think like eagles or something. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the scenery is just all around really good. And yeah, I just love the overall atmosphere of the park, and I highly recommend it. Even though I slightly prefer Busch Gardens Tampa over Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Williamsburg is definitely not a park to skip over, because it's really awesome, and definitely a beautiful park. And also another key factor I want to bring up with Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which is also similar to Busch Gardens Tampa, is the food, because the food is really good. And especially from all the other countries, which, I mean, say food at a theme park is really good is not really something that you hear often, so that's good. And yeah, the food is just great at the park. And Busch Gardens Williamsburg, along with the Tampa Park, is really a park that you can go to even if you don't like rides or roller coasters or scary rides like that, because there's really a lot of scenery, and again, like I mentioned, there's some animals, and the food. It's just a park that's good even if you're not into rides, which is what I really like about it. So yeah, that's another really good thing about this park. And yeah, it's overall a really good park. Out of 10, I would say it's probably going to be an 8.5, because I really like the park. The only reason why it's not getting a 9 or a 9.5 even is probably because of the ride collection is not incredible, but at the same time it is good. So just don't get me wrong, this park is really awesome, and I would never pass up a visit to go, and I highly recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and comment down below your opinion on Busch Gardens Williamsburg and what other videos you'd like to see on my channel. I hope to see you in the next video.